Hello everyone, you're listening to The Right Side of Gaming. Today we're going to be talking about the current Zen prices in Magic Legends and why they're so high. Now if you haven't noticed, recently the Zen prices hit that 750 mark and have kind of hovered around there for about a week now. If you're not aware, this is a player-driven market. Players can earn unrefined Aether in the game. They can refine 50,000 Aether a day, so you have 50,000 refined Aether a day to work with, and you can trade your refined Aether for Zen, and you can conversely trade your Zen for refined Aether. Refined Aether is used a bit in the game. Zen is your premium, your cash shop currency. If you wanted to buy something with real money, you would buy it with Zen, basically, or you can earn your Aether in-game and trade it for Zen and buy things that way. Now, even though it is player run, with us sort of determining the prices of everything, the devs did put in a floor and a cap. So if you go in and you try to buy a Zen or sell a Zen for less than 50, it'll tell you that the minimum price per Zen is 50. Likewise, the maximum Aether per Zen is 750, which again means that we have hit that ceiling. And it's kind of sort of stayed around there. We have some people trying to undercut others, so the price does go down a little bit, but it does wind up going back up to 750. You'll also notice that the amount of Zen sort of decreases. There's less available when you can only sell it for the cap because people don't want to buy it for the cap. I don't want to say that's expensive because we're talking about in-game currencies, but it fits. It is expensive. It is more than people likely want to spend to buy Zen. And you're probably wondering, how did we get here? Well, it had spiked up twice recently that I can see. The first happened whenever we had the double Aether weekend, where everything you did gave you twice the normal amount of Aether. Then again, when we had the Mana Rig Mayhem event, whenever you would go in, you would do this sort of specific ordeal. You would earn a signet the first time you did it every day. You trade in 14 of those signets to get a special spell, and it also came with gold and a bunch of Aether. So we have two times sort of recently where we had a bunch more Aether that people were earning. Now some people are probably thinking, well, there's only so much Aether you can refine every day. There's a cap. So you can't get more than 50,000 refined Aether a day outside of some other stuff like getting, like say, refined Aether chest in your battle pass and all that. We're not going to talk about that. Basically, the unrefined Aether, you can only refine 50,000 of a day. So earning more of it shouldn't affect things. Okay, well, you're right. For people that hit that 50,000 cap every day, they're not going to notice anything different. Maybe they don't have to grind as much the next day or two, but it doesn't really affect them. However, there are a lot of people that don't hit that 50,000 cap every day. Maybe they don't have time. Maybe they have job, school, family, whatever. They have other obligations, and they can't sit down and play and grind out the total amount every day. Or maybe they just don't have the inclination. Maybe they do have some time, but they just don't want to spend it grinding every day. Maybe they have other things that they'd like to do, and that's fine. That's understandable. In fact, that's the case for all of it. It's no one's saying that you have to hit the cap every day. I'm not arguing for that, obviously. Just want to be clear. But there are enough people that aren't, that whenever we have one of these events, you suddenly have a lot more Aether sort of in the market to play with. When you have more Aether, the Zen prices will go up because you can sell it for more. Likewise, if we suddenly had a drought of Aether, people would probably have to lower their Zen prices because otherwise they wouldn't be able to get anything for it. I guess I should probably also add that there's some people that are just disappointed with the end game, and it's not that they don't want to grind for stuff or they don't have the time. They're just a lot of people seem to be kind of upset and sort of pulling back from the game a little bit. But for whatever reason, if you don't grind, you're going to get more whenever we have those big events. It's going to be more in the market. It's going to affect prices. If we had some type of Aether sync, maybe we could drive it back down. But for now, a lot of people are earning and keeping a bunch of Aether, and they just don't want to buy Zen at those high prices. So we're having less Zen in the market. Maybe it'll take care of itself and balance out. Otherwise, I have to wonder if the devs will do anything. Again, it's supposed to be player driven, so maybe they won't. But we'll just have to wait and see. I just wanted you guys to know that we are at cap, sort of why we've gotten there, so that you can make sort of an informed decision if you decide you want to spend your Aether on Zen or wait, or if you want to sell your Zen or wait. Just want to make sure that you know everything and you can make an informed decision. That's really all I had for today. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you'd like to leave a like, comment, subscribe, that'd be great. If not, that's okay too. I understand. Either way, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will catch you next time.